Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Monday, the 15th of November. We're Turffontein on the inside track 8 race program, pretty normal, sort of ordinary fare. And we kick off at 12:10 with the first race, which is 1450, and still 35 minutes between races, which is ridiculous on a Monday. You should be having 25 maximum. Maiden Plate fillies and mares 1450 looks like an absolute 2-horse race. I'm going with number 11 Risky Business. I thought her first run was cracking good run from the St. John Grey yard. Gavin Lorena keeps a ride. Corante looks like the big danger. She's drawn inside the Risky Business, so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. But they look like the two. Burmese Tiger shows pace. Pianta might improve second run. Red Hot speed rating. And Cover Me in Sunshine, one decent run with Dennis Schwartz when he rode it was the best run. But the other two, I think, will fight it out, 8 and 11. Second race, Maiden Plate 1450. And Chariot Masters, all the rage and say he should be. He's a hot favourite, and he's got the form to be able to win this. The improvers might be Chasing Cheetahs, number 4 from the Nevenhuizen yard, and Sequoia from the Mike de Kock yard. And then 10, Wandering Star, looks like an improver as well with Sky Runner, who Kamalo jumps on, which is always interesting to see the jockey booking. And talking about jockey bookings, let's move on to race 3, which is divided handicap fillies and mares 1450. Well, Spice Market's now scratched, but Gavin Lorena normally rides for Mike de Kock, and Samanga Kamalo always rides for Alec Laird. So Samanga's now riding number 3, I Dream of Jeannie. 1 Magical Flight ridden by Solomons. I thought that was a very good run last time with Solomons behind War of Athena, her first run in blinkers. So those might have made the difference in Magical Flight, and she might actually be a banker here. But the horse to watch out for are actually the 2 bottom weighted runners from the Paul Peter yard, Sacred Lotus and Top Drawer. Sacred Lotus with the 4-kilogram player, Warren Kennedy's not riding it now, should go very well indeed. Twice the Trip looks like an improver, go back in his form, won 2 very nice races a couple of runs ago, and probably needed to warm up a little bit with this last start. Race 4, 74 fillies and mares, 1450. I'm going with number 7, Miracle and Wonder. I've been with her. Kamalo gets back on her. I think that's a big, big plus, and I expect her to go really well. Java House should go well in a race like this, and is 16-1. Third run after a rest, Calvin gets a ride, so she'll get the best help from the saddle. But Dark Travel's the horse they've all got to beat. His last run was only 2 lengths behind them, and was certainly not ridden out the last 200 meters as per the report, and expect improvement. Won very nicely the time before and still seems well handicapped. Evening Rise, Fabian Habib's runner, number 6, 2 from 1 with Dennis Schwartz, course and distance 311, and should go extremely well. Evening Rise here, she certainly looks up to the task in this type of race, so she goes into all the play as well. And then the find of the race, apart from Java House, might be Woman of Substance. Nice and 16-1 shot. I'd put it into everything as well. Race 5, divided fillies and mares. They go 2,000 meters. It's very hard to look past Felt Flower. If she gets the right race, she's got 62 to carry, and she got 5-point penalty for running second in the Yellowwood. I think that's really is wrong. To me, you can't handicap horses like that. On a very good run in a nice race like that. Give her a chance to win. Anyway, she's got it, and she's got to take on Snow Palace, which Gavin Lorena gets to ride, and looking for a good run from Snow Palace. Southern Song's your favourite, 1 from 1 course and distance. Michael Azzi's runner with Craig Zaki aboard it. Well, I think Ululate might be the big danger to this lot. She's got very good form, this filly. The Gavao jumps aboard her, number 2. And Ariam, Sean Terry's runner with 53 on its back, looks like it's pretty well handicapped at the bottom of the weights. And if you go back in its form, it's been running against some pretty decent horses, and certainly looks like got to have a huge chance, Ariam, as a big improver. Race 6, 2,000 divided handicap. And I made this the hardest race on the card. And why I made it that, because the favourite, and the hot favourite, is Halloween, second run after rest. Crawford's runner, Brett, come down to Joburg, number 2 on the card. Zaki has jumped off it. He rode it last time, and Gavin Larena jumps aboard. Craig Zaki rides Duchess Bernadette for Lucky Hood Larkers, which is a good pointer towards her chances. But there are a couple of others that have got chances here. Prince Kesh and Liverpool Legend, both will go well. Bella Swan won a good maiden, could be a big improver. We don't know who's riding her yet. Capistel shows pace. And there's horses at the bottom of the weights that are always competitive. Race 7, merit rated 1,000, handicap, and here Prince of Fire goes for 4 in a row. He looks pretty well handicapped, this horse. He's only a net 87 merit rating, and he won 3 in a row and absolutely canted in every time. So he looks pretty well handicapped. If you start looking at horses like Goliath Herons and 86, net 86, and Risers Ones and 86, all 3-time winners, this horse is off the same mark as them, and he certainly looks like he's a lot better than them. What are the dangers? Maybe Captain Marisco, but he comes back from a rest. That's not in his favour. And it's very hard to find anything that can beat Prince of Fire. Maybe Irfan's Boy could be a runner, shows a lot of pace, and Valiente will improve. Race 8, classified 1,000 metres, and here I'm going strongly with Clinton Binder, runner number 5, Princess Sabrina. Course 1 from 1, 1,000 might be on the sharp side, but she gets a top rider in Kamala, and I expect her to run really well here. What are the dangers? Well, there are a number of horses that have got chances here. And Looking Hot, basically your favourite from the Marwing outfit, number 3, got good form. Marco rides it again. And then Grindelwald drawn wide, that's not going to help it. Venita looks like a runner, drawn a 5 with Raymond Danielson aboard it, and any number of the others have got chances. Here the Trumpet's badly drawn. And the other one that interested me was Eastbrook, because he's got a bit of ability way down in the weights. All in all, a pretty good day's racing, and I think the exotics could pay, because there certainly look like a couple of favourites that you could roll, but there look like a couple of favourites that will win. So from me, James Goodman, hope this has great help to you and a great way to start the week. Remember, you can play the Vegas games on Interbet. They're the place to go. And they really are the only site to bet with.